Hello everybody, it's another new moon. This one is the mutable sign in the sun sign Virgo on September 6th. As always, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, tap the button, hit the bell, for it truly helps my channel grow with every like, every subscribe. It's just the way YouTube does it. So thank you for helping me raise consciousness onto humanity at this time, doing my part, one reading at a time. So what is this new moon about? The new moon supports new intentions on what you want to change and ready to do things differently. Also, Virgo is about choices and adaptability. So moving our bodies in a new way, supported by Mars, new ideas and manifestations in our physical realities. There can be some soul contracts that have ended and new ones coming in, moving forward, making changes big or small. Now the question to ask yourself is, what couple things can I change today? Also around relationships, Venus, Pluto, and Mercury is bringing your attention on how you value yourself and what old patterns you're done with. September, October is challenging you for you to work through, and can you do that until it's going to go until the end or the beginning, of November for the long term. So you really want to ask yourself, take your power back and do things differently for those that are looking to get back in a relationship, because Mercury comes in effect, but this time how can you do it differently? Rebirth and renewal, new beginnings. So stay grounded, because new moons are all about setting our intentions when one door closes, with the full moons doing our clearing out the clutter, and stepping into new energies, creating productive change. So trying something new. Just remember, the moon is a symbol of the unconscious, and it governs our intuitive mind, inner world, and divine presence, where the sun is our ego, physical identity, divine light, soul purpose, and the sacred masculine. So draw your energy inward with this new moon and retreat within to reflect, but also think about what we wish to draw into. These are some things that doing a lot of research is what is happening here. So let's go ahead and move forward and let's see what's being activated. So the first card is the card of empowerment. And this card says the frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully, what did I just say, and completely, uniting us with others in deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. Absolutely. So it is about taking back your power. And like I said, how can you do things differently from the way that you've done things before? Becoming very empowered within yourself, within the masculine and feminine energies. And as you see that within yourself, that wholeness, you're seeing that with others. And as you step into that oneness within you, you actually empower others to do the same, right? So with the Queen, here, let me just put these up. I have a different setup right now because I am moving. I'm in the middle of a move, and we'll get to that too. I'm going to make a video how I manifested my move. Right now, what is asking you to do with the Queen of the Oracle? Let's see what card wants to. Okay, we have a few cards that came out. Let me see. And the two cards that fell on the floor is Darkness, and we also have Fruition. So 40, darkness, that's our stability. 37 comes down to a 10. Again, let's talk about the darkness card. Long night moon. The darkness card comes in and talks about the things that we weren't seeing. Like I said, it's the intuitive, is what is not being seen, what's showing itself up to you. And this now is asking you, during the times of long times, of the dark night of the soul, we can bring into our shadow, like doing shadow work. What is it that you release, during that full moon? So it's undertaking that self-reflection that's needed to identify what isn't working for us and what might be causing us pain. So this could be a bad habit, a destructive pattern, a reoccurring useless fear, or anything that holds us back from being the best that we can be. Once we can see these aspects of ourselves into the dark, we can simply decide whether they must go. We can decide to release them once and for all. We get to transform. So it's like the death card, right? It's seeing the shadow within. And like I said, the moon is here to teach you that. And here we have the card of the fruition. As you've seen, the moon is now lit up. And this is a card of very much high energy, and it's a time to really focus on your body, and Virgo is supporting that as earth energy, as they can be quite taxing on our system if we don't take care of it. So it's often the time we can get ill, we can get sick, especially if we stay in that dark night of the soul, feeling depressed and things of that nature. And it's now asking you to really look at these things and what is it? What's being harvested right now? So it's the harvest moon. It says right here is a time to be happy about our success and to share it with others. And it's asking you, what is it that you want to fruit? You know, because this season is turning. This is the last new moon of the summer. And it's asking you, what is the potential of new beginnings that are being manifested? What are you bringing into crops that are going to grow tall and getting ready to harvest? So once you step into this, coming out of this empowerment by looking at the shadow and what is it that you, like I said, you want to bring in with the new moon, right? So you really want to look at the things that you are bringing in. Coming in with the animal spirit card, the card that came out is, I love this card, is the Act As If card. This is one of my favorite cards. And because the card of Act As If comes and says exactly that. What is the card that's Act As If? It is acting as if you already have these new intentions, that you're having these things now. So your outer conditions are changing and you're required to come into harmony with them as you can co-create your greatest dreams. So you want to feel things. You want to feel things into existence, because that is how they come into your reality. And I can just tell you for myself that the acting as if, this move that I'm making, I thought, you know, I'm here till November, but I acted as if that this dream place of mine has already happened. So I started to look, and now I'm moving September 15th to the place that I've acted as if I already had. And it's absolutely beautiful, because it's the conditions of the outer match the conditions of my inner. So my inner acted as if I'm already living in this place, in this space. And I'm going to make a video on that after I make a move. So it's a fortunate time right now with new beginnings in Virgo to act as if. I love that this card came out. And until that new way becomes familiar to you. So you're training the mind right now. As you're training the mind that you have that new house, or that you have that new relationship, or you have that new job, whatever that life is offering you, it is telling you it's not in the future. You're adapting and you're seeing this within yourself now. So you're losing the old behavior, the old self, into thinking things are in the future. And you act as if these things are happening now. These things are already have happened. So this is what's coming into. So what's been in the shadow, whatever that's been in the shadow. So if you've had fears about the things that you desire to come true, it's now time to give fruit to those things by bringing in to reality the things that you truly desire. And is saying, you know, acting as if is not once in the future. It's not when it happens. Is no, it's already happened. That dream job, that dream, whatever that you decide has already happened. And we have the card Time to Go. And I love this card too, number 45, because the time to go is all about endings and completions, walking away from things because there's nothing else to learn or experience. Now, this card also came in kind of like that, so I'm going to give you both meanings. So when you're at the end of one journey and you have not yet begun the next journey, right, we're acting as if it's a moment to bless your experiences thus far, right? So it's saying, you know what, you want to look at what you have learned through the dark night of the soul, and it's now time to move on to something new with acting as if into the fruition of that new thing that is now coming to your experience in new ways of being. So how are you showing up in this new way of being? It's not through the fear or through doubt or through the old behaviors, right? It's now coming into doing things in a whole new way, because there's nothing left for you to do or experience in your present experience. So you want to take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. And when it comes to relationships, it's over, or the very least, the format the relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or to the other person. It's time of letting go and knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. Now, this doesn't mean anything is lost, although the card also speaks to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract, which we spoke of in the beginning. So it's more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. And when it comes to the material, there's a message is clear. The path you've been on with your work, creative projects, or business alliances have come to an end. You will not find the success you desire by continuing with what is now in front of you. This is an auspicious time because there's no choice that will benefit you other than risking stepping into the unknown. It is a time to walk towards something new. This card also pertains to the more neutral concept of completion. You finish your task and can rest assured that this ending will open up a powerful new avenue of opportunity, even better than you can imagine. Fortune requires you to conclude this chapter of your life, and remember that when one door closes, another one opens. But also, when that card comes in its reversal, it also says that you've reached the end of a line here. So all is not lost when this happens. You're in a situation that resurfaces again, like I said, with Mercury, and then you're considering the breakup rather than the ending. So destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Remember, spirit loves you. Trust it. Absolutely. And then we are going to take a Moonology card. So right now, this is so beautiful because we're coming out of the shadow, becoming very empowered, and really stepping into that our divine self. And we have the answer is coming. So yeah, so whatever, if it's in regards to your relationships, whatever that this is for you, it is saying, hey, it's for the Gemini, right? You're going within and those answers are within you. So whatever your question is, really trust it. It's time for you to dive in deep so you can receive the answers that you are seeking at this time, right? It's saying take a time to really go within and ask yourself, are you to really leave a relationship? Are you to work on it? If you're to work on it, how can you do things differently? Acting as if this is already healed. If you're to move, if you're to change a job, whatever it is, these answers are here for you right now. And it's asking you really to go within and to surrender to that so you can really see what the next step of your manifestations is. By drawing a Moonology, we're going to draw a Moon Magic card. And let's see, okay, I seek truth and act upon my realizations. Yes, so through the dark night of the soul, what we bring is light towards that. And we seek the truth upon your own realization. What is going to work for you and what is not going to work for you. And the moon on that is right here, and it looks like it's a waxing crescent. And then on this one, here's the moon on this card, and it says, I'm magnetic to what I want. I repel what I do not want. And what did we say here? We're letting go, and this is perfect for act as if and letting go, right? What you're bringing in are the things that you desire, right? So let's just grab a couple more of these cards, and there's a new opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. So really stepping into newness when it comes to the material, the physical, which Virgo is all about the physical. So it's about the body, it's about the physical manifestations. And then we also have the Seven of Swords. So really walking your own path and really not deceiving or cheating yourself out of a new beginning, out of a new opportunity. And there can be a new relationship, or if this is somebody giving you an offer, again, with a Two of Cups, is really asking yourself, is this something that you want to try out new? And I just do want to put one more. And look at this, what comes flying out. We have the Fool. So, some of you could be embarking on a new journey where you might meet somebody else that's new, and now you're walking your own path and not deceiving yourself. For others of you, you are going on a new journey, but you're going to be doing things differently. Much love, much light. Until next time, namaste.